Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into some seriously concerning news about the AI assistants we're increasingly relying on for information. I'm talking about the AIs from Google, OpenAI, Perplexity, and others. Are they really giving us the straight story? Or are they leading us down a rabbit hole of misinformation? A groundbreaking BBC study just dropped, and the findings are, well, let's just say they're not pretty. This is a big one, folks, so buckle up. We're going to break down what this means for you, for the news industry, and for the future of AI itself. Are you ready to question everything you thought you knew about AI news? Let's get started. Okay, so here's the headline. The BBC ran a series of tests on popular AI assistants, and the results showed that over half of the answers they generated contained inaccuracies. That's right, over 50% of the time, these AIs were getting it wrong. We're talking about factual errors, misrepresented information, and even completely fabricated quotes. The BBC wasn't just pulling punches here. They really put these AI assistants through their paces. They asked them questions about current events, historical facts, and all sorts of other news-related topics. And the results? Seriously alarming. This isn't just a minor glitch. It's a fundamental problem with how these AI systems are processing and delivering information. Think about it. We're already seeing more and more people turning to AI for quick news summaries and answers. What happens when that information is wrong? That's what we're going to unpack today. The immediate impact here is a massive erosion of trust. If people can't rely on AI to deliver accurate news, they're going to become much more skeptical of AI-generated content in general. And rightly so. This isn't just about getting a few facts wrong. It's about the potential for AI to spread misinformation and distort reality. Imagine relying on an AI assistant to understand a complex political issue, only to find out that the information you're getting is biased or completely fabricated. That's a scary thought, right? This BBC study is a wake-up call. It's a reminder that we need to be incredibly cautious about blindly trusting AI, especially when it comes to news and factual information. We need to demand more transparency and accountability from the companies developing these AI systems. This study is going to put immense pressure on news organizations, researchers, and the public to demand more rigorous fact-checking and verification processes for AI-generated content. We're talking about developing new tools and methods to assess the accuracy, impartiality, and source attribution of AI outputs. News organizations are going to have to think long and hard about how they use AI in their reporting. Are they going to rely on AI to generate headlines or summaries? If so, how are they going to ensure that those outputs are accurate and unbiased? This is going to require a significant investment in fact-checking and verification resources. And it's going to force news organizations to be much more transparent about how they're using AI in their operations. The heat is officially on for AI companies like OpenAI, Microsoft, Google, and Perplexity. They're going to face increased pressure to improve the accuracy and reliability of their AI assistants, especially in the context of news and current affairs. This means investing in better training data, more robust algorithms, and safeguards against misinformation. They need to find a way to filter out the noise and ensure that their AI systems are delivering accurate and unbiased information. This is a huge challenge, but it's absolutely essential if AI is going to play a positive role in the future of news. And let's be honest, their reputations are on the line here. If they can't fix these problems, people are going to stop using their AI assistants for news altogether. The BBC is calling for transparency about how AI assistants process news, and I couldn't agree more. We need clearer source attribution and explanations of how AI systems arrive at their conclusions. This could involve displaying the specific sources used, highlighting potential biases in the data, and providing confidence scores for the accuracy of the information. Think of it like a citation system for AI. If an AI assistant makes a claim, it should be able to tell you exactly where that claim came from. This would allow users to verify the information for themselves and assess the credibility of the sources. It would also make it easier to identify and correct errors in the AI's reasoning. The prevalence of errors and misinformation in AI-generated news could attract the attention of regulatory bodies. We could see the development of guidelines or regulations regarding the use of AI in news dissemination, focusing on accuracy, transparency, and accountability. This is a tricky area because we don't want to stifle innovation. But at the same time, we need to protect the public from misinformation and ensure that AI is used responsibly. Regulators are going to have to strike a delicate balance between promoting innovation and protecting the public interest. And that's not going to be easy. Let's talk about education. If AI tools are unreliable for news, their use in education for research or information gathering becomes questionable. Educators may need to exercise more caution or even limit its use. Think about students relying on AI to research a history project or write a paper on current events. If the AI is providing inaccurate or biased information, it could have a serious impact on their learning. This means educators need to teach students how to critically evaluate AI-generated content and verify the information they're getting from these tools. Media literacy is more important than ever in the age of AI. Marketers, listen up. The BBC results might cause you to be wary of using AI for content creation or summarization due to the risk of factual errors. Imagine using AI to generate marketing copy for your product, only to find out that the AI has made a false claim or misrepresented the facts. That could lead to legal trouble and damage your brand's reputation. It's a reminder that AI is a tool, not a replacement for human judgment and expertise. You still need to carefully review and verify any content generated by AI before you publish it. The legal profession is another area where the use of AI could become more scrutinized. The use of AI in legal research and document review could become more scrutinized, as the potential for errors and misrepresentations could have serious consequences. Imagine a lawyer relying on AI to analyze a complex legal document, only to find out that the AI has missed a crucial detail or misinterpreted the meaning of a clause. That could have serious implications for their client's case. The legal profession needs to be especially cautious about using AI and ensure that it's used in a way that's accurate, reliable, and ethical. Here's a scary thought. AI is increasingly used for threat detection and response in cybersecurity. If AI can be manipulated to produce inaccurate news, it raises concerns about its vulnerability in cybersecurity applications. If an AI system is relying on inaccurate information to identify and respond to cyber threats, it could make critical errors and leave systems vulnerable to attack. This highlights the need for robust security measures and continuous monitoring of AI systems used in cybersecurity. Social media platforms that rely on AI to curate news feeds and combat misinformation may face increased criticism and pressure to improve the accuracy and reliability of their AI algorithms. We've already seen how social media platforms can be used to spread misinformation and propaganda. If their AI algorithms are flawed, it could make the problem even worse. Social media platforms need to invest in better AI algorithms and implement stricter fact-checking measures to combat the spread of misinformation. Now, let's talk about the wider societal implications. If AI continues to generate and spread inaccurate or biased news, it could exacerbate existing societal divisions and contribute to the spread of misinformation and disinformation. This could undermine public trust in institutions and erode the foundations of democracy. We're already living in a highly polarized society. If AI is used to amplify those divisions, it could have devastating consequences. We need to be vigilant about the potential for AI to be used to spread misinformation and propaganda and take steps to protect ourselves from its harmful effects. If people rely too heavily on AI-generated news without critically evaluating the sources and information, it could lead to a decline in media literacy and critical thinking skills. This could make people more vulnerable to manipulation and propaganda. We need to teach people how to think critically about the information they're consuming, regardless of the source. This means teaching them how to identify biases, evaluate evidence, and distinguish between fact and fiction. Media literacy is a crucial skill in the age of AI. While the BBC emphasizes the potential value of AI, the automation of news summarization and reporting tasks could lead to job displacement for journalists and other media professionals. This could exacerbate economic inequality and create new challenges for the media industry. The media industry is already facing significant economic challenges. The rise of AI could make things even worse. We need to think about how we can support journalists and other media professionals in the age of AI and ensure that they have the skills and resources they need to thrive. AI-generated misinformation and disinformation could be used to manipulate public opinion, interfere with elections, and undermine democratic processes. This could pose a serious threat to the stability and legitimacy of democratic institutions. This is perhaps the most concerning risk of all. We need to be incredibly vigilant about the potential for AI to be used to undermine democracy and take steps to protect our democratic institutions from this threat. AI systems are often trained on data that reflects existing societal biases. If AI is used to generate news, it could perpetuate and amplify these biases, leading to unfair or discriminatory outcomes. This raises ethical concerns about the use of AI in news dissemination and the need for careful oversight and regulation. We need to ensure that AI is used in a way that's fair, ethical, and responsible. Let's run through the technical risks. The most prominent is factual inaccuracies. The study reveals that a significant percentage of AI-generated answers contain factual errors. We also see misrepresentation of source material, altered quotes, and non-existent quotes. Contextual misunderstanding is also a risk. AI can fail to adequately contextualize information. And of course, there's the risk of algorithmic bias and a general lack of transparency. No bueno. For businesses, the risks are just as real. Reputational damage is a big one, especially for news organizations. Copyright and intellectual property issues could arise. We could see economic disruption, liability and legal issues, and a loss of control for publishers over how their content is used. It's a minefield out there. Ethically, we're talking about the erosion of trust in information, the potential for manipulation and propaganda, a lack of accountability, job displacement, and the reinforcement of existing societal biases. People may think they can trust what they are reading from these AI assistants, but this research shows they can produce responses to questions about key news events that are distorted, factually incorrect, or misleading. We need to be very, very careful. So, what's the solution? The BBC research emphasizes the need for strong partnerships between AI and media companies, and new ways of working that put the audience first are needed. This means working together to develop AI systems that are accurate, reliable, and ethical. It also means being transparent about how AI is being used in the news process and giving the audience the tools they need to critically evaluate AI-generated content. This isn't just about fixing a few technical glitches. It's about building a new relationship between AI and the media that's based on trust, transparency, and accountability. The future of AI in news is uncertain, but one thing is clear. We need to proceed with caution. The BBC research is a wake-up call that reminds us that AI is not a silver bullet. It's a tool that can be used for good or for ill. It's up to us to ensure that it's used responsibly and ethically. We need to demand more from AI developers, regulators, and news organizations. We need to hold them accountable for the accuracy, reliability, and ethical use of AI in the news process. And we need to empower ourselves with the knowledge and skills we need to critically evaluate AI-generated content and protect ourselves from misinformation. So, what do you think? Are you surprised by the BBC's findings? Are you worried about the potential for AI to spread misinformation? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth analysis of the latest AI news. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay informed, stay critical, and stay safe out there.